Somewhere right now, two people are having the exact same argument they had last year. Same words, same anger, same result, nothing new. They're not lost causes or beyond reach. They just haven't heard new idea in so long they've forgotten that new ideas exist. One day you're just a person with opinions, and somewhere along the way, quietly and gradually, you stop being exposed to anyone who disagreed with you. Not because you moved or because you cut people off, but because an algorithm decided that disagreement was bad for your engagement and comfort was good for its business. Welcome to the echo chamber. The population in that chamber are everyone you already agree with. Here's a thought experiment. Think about the last time someone genuinely changed your mind, not forced you to pretend to agree or made you nod politely while screaming internally, actually changed your mind for real. Hard to remember, right? And I don't think that's because we've all finally figured out the correct opinions on everything. I think it's because we've built environments, online and offline, where encountering a different worldview has become genuinely rare. And when it does happen, we're so out of practice that we don't know how to handle it. So we panic and block. When you interact with content online, when you like something, share something, pause on something for 2 seconds longer than everything else, you're feeding a machine. And that machine's job is not to inform you. Its job is to keep you on the platform. So it learns what makes you feel good, and it gives you more of that. Validation feels good. Being part of the tribe feels good. What doesn't feel good? Reading something that makes you think, maybe I've been wrong about this. That feels uncomfortable. So the algorithm quietly buries it. Over time, your feed becomes a mirror, and mirrors are seductive. They tell you exactly what you want to hear. But here's the thing I want you to sit with. The echo chamber isn't just a tech problem. It predates the internet. Humans have always done this. We've always clustered around people who think like us. The algorithm didn't invent the echo chamber, it just exposed it to the world. So when we talk about echo chambers, we're really talking about something that's been living inside us for thousands of years, and a modern system that is at extraordinary scale feeding it. The cost of this is hard to quantify, but you can feel it everywhere. We're watching families fall apart at dinner tables over politics. When that happens, when you can no longer conceive for a reasonable person landing somewhere different than you, you've stopped having opinions. You've started having an identity, and identities don't negotiate, they don't update, they dig in. That's when the talking stops, not with a fight, just with a slow mutual withdrawal into separate realities. Two people standing in the same country, reading different facts about it, and neither one fully realizing the other's facts even exist. So, what do we do? And I am asking that genuinely, not rhetorically, because I don't think there is a clean answer. The obvious stuff: diversify what you read, deliberately seek out the most thoughtful version of the argument you disagree with, not the most extreme, the most thoughtful. Follow people who challenge you, sit with discomfort instead of scrolling past it. But I think the deeper work is internal. It's asking yourself honestly, when was the last time I updated a belief? When was the last time I said, you know what, I hadn't thought about it that way? Because if the answer is never, if your opinions have been essentially frozen since you were 18, that's not wisdom, that's a wall. The goal isn't to have no convictions. The goal is to hold your convictions loosely enough that evidence can still get in. And maybe this is the part that feels radical now, but shouldn't. Maybe the goal is to talk to people again, actual conversation, not to win or to post about it later. But because somewhere on the other side of the echo chamber, there's a person with a completely different set of experiences who arrived at their conclusions just as honestly as you arrived at yours. You don't have to agree with them. You just have to remember they exist, because the moment you forget that, the moment the only voices you hear are your own, bouncing back at you from every direction. You're not thinking anymore. You're just listening to an echo. Thanks for watching. If this hits different, share it with someone who might push back on it. That's kind of the whole point. Thank you very much.